Hi everybody, Sid Garza-Hillman here, nutritionist at the Stanford Inn Ravens restaurant, and with me again, Chef Sadhana Berkow. And today, Sadhana, what are we doing?
We're doing whole food spreads today.
So butter and margarine.
And
that's
oil.
amazing.
Oil.
Butter, margarine, and that sounds so good.
We're actually going to use whole vegetables and cashews.
Do you ever get the sense that I'm like an infomercial?
I actually
like, are we doing oil and
pretty
margarine?
Sure he's not listening to me right
now. Are
now.
we doing oil and margarine?
Is he
You're like, no.
listening?
Okay, what are we doing?
We're doing a whole food spread.
Good.
And we're going to use broccoli, carrots, some herbs, and beets. And then to that, to cream it up a little bit, we're going to use cashews in each one. We're going to whiz it up in the food processor, and then at the end, you'll see us eating it with something going, that's so good.
We always like, that's the big finish. So again, whole foods, but this is easy, right? Easy stuff. Anybody can do at home. Boom.
Yeah, and you can vary the recipes a little bit. You can do, say if you don't have carrots, you could use something like turnip. Okay. That would be really good.
Whatever,
or you could use, instead of broccoli, you could use cauliflower.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so the basics that you'll get from this video, you can apply to a whole bunch of different kinds of veggies.
That's correct.
And it's such a great substitute for butter or margarine. Huge, and it's so much better tasting, right?
Even something like salsa or guacamole can be time intensive and kind of expensive to make. These things are less expensive, really easy, and you can sit down with some chips or veggie chips and eat it, and it will be delicious.
Awesome. Okay, let's get started.
So what we're going to use is some purple flowering broccoli from our garden, or even just some regular green broccoli from the store. We're going to lightly steam that until it looks very vibrant in color, about 3 minutes. I'm placing the steamed broccoli in the food processor. You want about a cup. And then I'm going to take some cashews that have been soaking for about 20 minutes in this water. See how the water looks a little murky? So when I pour that water out, and just use the soaked, softened cashews. I'm going to add about a quarter cup of these with some basil from our garden and salt, pepper, and garlic. About 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. About a teaspoon of salt, looks like that, and a pinch of white pepper, or black, whatever you like. So everything's in the food processor. Now all we have to do is blend it up and add a little bit of water if needed to thin it out. Adding a little bit of water, tablespoon at a time, and then just blending it up until it becomes a nice creamy consistency. So now, as you can see by the texture, it's gotten a little bit more creamy. You know what I think it needs is a little lemon juice or acid. So I'm going to add a little bit of this golden balsamic vinegar. So there's our finished product. Beautiful, smells great, and that little bit of acid just helped the basil and broccoli pop. So next we're going to make a carrot cashew spread that's super delicious, bright in color, and good with just about anything. We got some roasted carrots. We roasted these with some spray oil with a little bit of salt and pepper at 425 for 15 minutes. So I'm adding 1.5 cups of soaked cashews with about a cup of carrots into the food processor. We're going to add your herb of choice. I really like cilantro. We have some in the garden, and some chives will give it a nice spice. You could add parsley, you could add thyme. Now I'm adding my fresh garden herbs. And to that also I'm going to add a little bit of red miso. If you have some other type of miso, like white miso, that's fine too. Red just has a really unique flavor. So now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of pre-stirred tahini and about a tablespoon of this wheat-free tamari. You can always add a little more later, so just adding a little bit less so it doesn't get overly salty. The miso has a little bit of saltiness to it, and the carrots have a little bit of salt on them too. So it looks like it's a little on the chunky side, but I'm pretty sure there's enough liquid in here that we can just keep processing it and don't need to add any water or vegetable stock. We've processed it for about 45 seconds to a minute, and it looks more like a pate consistency or texture. So the only thing I think it needs is a little bit of spice. So let's spice it up a little bit using your favorite spicy thing, such as cayenne pepper or habanero hot sauce. This looks pretty darn amazing, so I'm going to scoop it out, put it in our bowl, let it sit in the refrigerator for 5-10 minutes till it cools down, and then spread it on your favorite roasted mushroom, cracker, or vegetable chip. We have roasted these beets at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes until they're fork tender. I've picked 1 or half of one of red beet and half of a yellow beet, and we're going right in. We're going to throw in a little bit of Italian parsley, and about 3 cloves of garlic. We can't forget our soaked cashews, a cup of these, and then we might need to add a few tablespoons of water so that it blends up to a creamy consistency. So now we're going to add a little bit of water, and I forgot a little acid, so golden balsamic or lemon juice. So this you can use as a spread this way, or add about a half a cup more water and turn it into a beet puree or a beet dressing. So this consistency is great for a beet puree or a beet dressing for your favorite salad.
So we've got 3 amazing spreads.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
super delicious and they're really pretty. Look at the colors.
And soaked cashews and all, so pretty easy to just mix it up like you said.
Just steam a little broccoli here and there, roast some beets, roast a carrot, and there you go.
Okay, recipes will be in the next screen, and so check those out and come back for more, but we gotta taste it, right?
We have to taste
okay,
it.
good, let's taste
We
it.
have to make sure it's good.
You know who we need?
Who?
The ultimate vegan spread taster.
I've heard of this before.
Yes, here she is. We brought her
my
in
gosh.
out of
There she
town
is.
to
Woo!
taste the spreads. Luna Garza-Hillman, my daughter. Here
And
we
of
go.
course, we're using vegetable chips instead of corn chips, so cut up a carrot, cut
I'm
up
gonna do the
a
carrot,
cucumber.
you do the beet, and Sadhana does the
I
broccoli.
want the broccoli,
All right,
definitely.
here we go. All right, thank you guys. Enjoy and come back for more.